golden standard in safety, golden standard in design, but golden standard in performance was missing. That's why the Tata Motors have come up with the Altroz iTurbo. Once again, welcome to Pit Stop. So the iTurbo is here and it will be available in XT, XZ and also a new trim which is called XZ Plus. So we will be doing a very quick review of the Altroz iTurbo, guys. So before that, please subscribe to our channel and also hit the bell icon so that you will get all the notifications, and please follow us on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. So in the 2021 variant of the Altroz, there is nothing much has changed on the exteriors, but still I'll quickly take you. What I like most about is the striking design. It looks very premium and it looks sharp as well. The wide stance of the car gives so much roominess on the inside. I'll tell you more about that when I go inside. And the roof gets a black finish, piano black finish, which looks a bit sporty. Here also we get piano black finish. Of course the side mirrors are piano black finish. Overall this mix up of colors looks pretty nice actually. The best part is 90-degree doors, which will make ingress and egress very easy and comfortable. So coming to the back, we have the door handles here and an iTurbo badging, rear parking sensors with camera, a very decent sized boot. I guess it's 357 liters if I'm not wrong, in that category only. The boot is very nice, very spacious, and rear seats are not split seats. It's like a complete single bench seats. So this is all about we get rear wipers also. This is all about the Altroz. In a premium hatchback like the Altroz, the missing of shark fin antenna is a major miss. I don't know how Tata Motors people missed out on this one. Actually, there is nothing much to talk about the exteriors, but there are something to talk about on the interior. So let's go inside and show you more. All right guys, so what to talk about Altroz? So the newest things I'll talk first, that is the black and light gray interiors and the leather seats. This looks very premium with these stitchings and all. The seats are pretty much comfortable. Driver side seat is height adjustable, and as usual everything else is pretty much the same. We get a sport mode button over here, and overall the Altroz interiors are pretty spacious. We get a flat bottom steering wheel. The instrument cluster looks nice. Left side it's a complete digital display. Right side it's an analog meter for the speedometer. And the another thing is the Harman Kardon music system with the speakers on these pillars. So that is quite special. Overall, what I like most about the Altroz is the spaciousness on the inside, and also overall the fit and finish of the materials. Everything is pretty nice. Everything. Convenience factors like the mobile pad area, everything is pretty nice, I would say. Slidable armrest is also a convenience feature, but inside the armrest there is not much space. All right, let's forget about that. And other than that, what's new, I would say, like there is a new exterior color on offer, and other than that, that's it. Pretty much everything else is the same. And here there is a wearable key as well. Just put it on your wrist and you can use it as a key. So that's it about the Tata Altroz front row. Let's go to the second row of the Tata Altroz. All right, I seriously want to show you the exact seating space available here. That's why I didn't move even an inch. I mean the front seats. The front seat is kept as per my configuration. That means I'm little over 6 foot and still I've got a very decent amount of space here. Of course, when a 6 foot guy sits at the second row of the Altroz, there is a very little amount of tightness on the headroom. If I'm sitting like this, there is a little bit tightness on the headroom. Other than that, it's all cool. Comfortable seats, I would say. Nothing much to complain, but under thigh support is not the best. We get AC vents, charging ports. Door pads looks nice with beige colors, and the door pads also gets bottle holders, and overall it's quite nice. The seats, leather seats, are also looking nice, as well as it offers a pretty good comfort. Nice headrest, handrest, everything is pretty nice. 3 people can comfortably sit here because it's a wide car. Overall, this is all about the second row of the Altroz. There is nothing new to talk about. Quite neat and classy, I would say. Flat floor as well. That means that the middle person can sit even more comfortably, guys. So it's time to actually drive and tell you how good is the new turbo petrol engine. Before that, there is something new with the Altroz, which is called Aira. Aira is a connected car technology in which you can connect the Altroz to your mobile application, Aira, which you can download from the Play Store or the App Store, and through which you can do all the features like geofencing. You can detect how much range is left, everything. Like I believe that there are more than so many features available in Aira. So Aira will be the connected car technology for the other cars as well. So Aira comes with a lot of features. That's pretty interesting. I think I don't need to go deep diving into the Aira, I believe. So other than that, this is the Altroz. It's time to drive the turbo petrol iTurbo. Alright guys, so driving the iTurbo petrol engine, 3-cylinder petrol, 1.2 liter, 110 PS of maximum power and 140 Newton meters of torque with 18.13 km per liter of claimed fuel efficiency. The best part about Altroz is that you get a sporty driving feel. You can set the seat as per your comfort with height adjustable seats, and since this is quite a wide car, high speed stability of the Altroz will be very, very good. Let it be the iTurbo, let it be the diesel, the high speed stability is something which I like the most. And steering feels heavy even at lighter speeds. I don't know why, but Tata has to retune the steering a bit, is what I feel, because in city driving also it feels a bit slightly heavy. Other than that, I don't have much complaints. But talking about the performance of the iTurbo Altroz, it hits 100 km per hour in just less than 12 seconds. That is not something very much exciting if you ask me. For a turbo petrol engine, it should come below 10 seconds to make it a proper hot hatchback. Actually, we are driving on the straight roads. I want a curvy road as well, just to understand the dynamics of the Altroz petrol. But on straight roads, as I told you, high speed stability is pretty awesome. The space is pretty nice. The long gear lever is something which I really, really like, because you get that feel of changing the gears and driving something very manly. And let's see how it goes. Speedometer also looks very nice. As I told you that the digital cluster and all, 5800 RPM is the RPM red line. And let's go hit 140, 140, 150, and there comes a bridge. We will have to slow down. All right, all right. So let's actually, I need to seriously test the brakes. So let me just, brakes are good and adequate, I would say, but not, it doesn't give the best bite in the segment. You know what I'm talking about, right? With which car? Right, alright. Okay. Altroz iTurbo is good. As I told you, just adequate amount of power. It doesn't get that thrills and frills of the Polo that we all should agree. But on the other side, this is quite a spacious car. Very much comfortable, very much plush and luxurious. Best fit for a family. And now with the iTurbo engine, the performance part is almost settled is what I believe, because the 1.2 liter petrol always lagged power. This is such an amazing cruiser, I would say, because you know, you can drive all the way from South India all the way to North India. That is the sort of comfort the Altroz gives you. 140 Newton meters of torque is available right from a lower RPM, and because of that, city driving is like a easy breezy thing, because you know, you don't need frequent gear shifts, even though this is a turbo petrol engine, and it's very comfortable and smooth. That is what I like most about the Altroz. The space, the comfort, you know, even the gear lever, as I told you, again I'm telling you, right, it's pretty much I should not repeat that again, but still, you know, this is such a comfortable cruiser. You can drive it for long distance. This is a great car, I would say. So just to understand like how good is the Altroz on a curvy road, I'm just driving on a pocket road. There is a bit of understeer, but still that was pretty nice. I was driving on a very good speed and I'm pretty impressed with that. Pretty nice actually. I don't have much complaints, but still I would say that Altroz is not you know, it's not a performance oriented hot hatch. It gives you so much comfort, it gives you so much space. With the turbo petrol, again let me tell you, the power lack feel which we have got in the petrol variant is completely sorted. Completely sorted. That is what I would like to mention. One more thing is the reverse camera. It has got parking sensors and the camera looks okayish as usual. Earlier also I have told this, camera clarity could have been a little bit better is what I feel. Other than that, I have told everything about the Altroz. Alright guys, so after extensively driving the high turbo, I should tell you about the conclusion, right? So one major miss, if you ask me, is an automatic variant in the Altroz. There is only one transmission option, which is the 5-speed manual, but instead of that they could have added an automatic transmission option as well, because people in this segment really would like to buy an automatic variant of any car, let it be of any car. So that's a major miss if you ask me. Alright, so coming in terms of performance, whether it has met the golden standard, I would say that the performance, there is a marginal improvement if you compare the performance with the Altroz petrol or else the Altroz diesel as well. But if you compare with Polo level of driving dynamics and Polo level of performance, I don't think that Altroz has cracked it. But still, we will be doing a detailed comparison with the Polo, with the i20 turbo and as well as the Altroz iTurbo. So comparison test will soon come into the picture, and before that actually I am waiting for the prices, because prices are very important, right? So as usual, Tata Motors will be doing a competitive pricing for the Altroz. In another 2 days I think the price will be revealed. So once the price is revealed, we can, you know, decide in a better way whether Altroz is a killer buy or not, because in safety this is the best, in terms of design this is the best, and in terms of interior space and luxury also I feel that this is a great buy. But on the performance side I would say that it's quite now, you know, the performance is quite good as of now with the I-turbo petrol engine, I would say. So a detailed comparison is on the way, and as of now turbo is pretty nice, I would say. Hope you guys really enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Please subscribe to our channel and also hit the bell icon, and please follow us on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. Bye bye.